Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to Rad Dreams Review. As always, I'm Rad Dreams, and today we've got a very special guest. That's right. We are bringing my wife, Tallulah, into the mix here, and we are going to be doing a Pokemon video. As you can see, she's adorning her Pokemon shirt.
This is really just an excuse for everyone to look at my breast. I mean,
let's be honest,
let's be honest.
And I am adorning mine. We are wearing our most special attire for a most auspicious occasion. So,
bringing out those 10 center words there.
Yeah, I figure why not. So why don't you tell us, before we get into what today's video is about, what your experience has been with Pokemon.
I'd love to, Rad Dreams. So I have been an avid Pokemon fanatic since the tender age of who the hell really knows. And I'm not just spitting the shit here. Can I curse on this?
Yeah, of course.
This is going to be really a bad...
We're about a minute in.
Well,
so usually with YouTube videos, if you curse within the first minute, it gets demonetized. I
was going to say...
we are past that minute mark, so
that's
we're good.
I was going to say, if I can't curse, it's going to be a very short video.
Yes. And these videos are flagged for not being made for children, so...
Not suitable for work. NSFW.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So to kind of prove my whole fandom here, I should say, I've got some pretty interesting memorabilia from my childhood.
Yeah, so we decided to kind of show off her kind of collection here for you guys today.
Now, you diehard old school fans will love and appreciate these. So check out these little babies here. You can remember these.
Yeah, we got the old school, I believe it was Burger King that did this promotion for Pokemon. It
was for Nintendo, too. They actually say 1999 Nintendo at the bottom.
So we got Pikachu right there.
Got Jigglypuff. Some of these, I got these when I was very young, so of course none of the things that you're going to see are in good condition. Yes. I was 5 or 6.
Togepi here.
Got Mewtwo.
And finally, we got...
No, there's more.
I thought there's Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl. Look at the back of him.
Yeah, he's doing some
He's doing a little splashy splash.
If you want to believe that's water, that's up to you. I don't. So.
And last but not least, we've got the big man himself, Charizard. And at the back, you kind of see him kind of flying. Focus there. Yeah, he's kind of flying there.
You know what I really like about these, though? If anybody has them at home or want to bring them up on Google or whatever, because that's a thing people say now, is on the back of these, it actually sort of acts as a Pokemon card. It wasn't just for fun or for show. It actually has, if you want to pick one up, it has information, like on the back of Poliwrath, it actually says tadpole Pokemon capable of living in and out of water. When out of water, it sweats to keep its body slimy.
You have to wonder, though, like, does that sweat smell?
I mean, I'm sure it does.
Like,
have you ever smelled a frog?
I can't say I have. Oh. And Togepi here says, Pokemon information on Togepi unknown at this time.
So these are pretty old.
And let's see what Mewtwo says, actually. He is a genetic Pokemon. It was created by a scientist after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experiments. How about that? Do we have any more that we can read?
Yeah, Jigglypuff's kind of my favorite one. I love how Jigglypuff has always been described as a balloon Pokemon. I just somebody just looked at a children's birthday party and was like, I want that as Pokemon.
They've made weirder things out of...
but this was first gen.
Yeah.
I mean, they started off the rip with weird. I mean, now when you make a Pokemon out of a candelabra, now we're just like, okay, that's normal. Now there's literally a Pokemon that's just a pile of garbage.
Yep.
And you know what we call it? Trubbish. It's Trubbish.
Or Garbodor is its evolution.
Yeah. It's a pile of garbage. Although nothing, in my opinion, is more just blatantly, giving up and no shit's given as the Pokemon that's a vanilla ice cream.
Ah, yes. Vanillish.
Vanillish.
I believe is its name.
I think so, yeah.
Or you could take it even further beyond, as Goku would say, and make a Pokemon that is literally a vacuum, a washing machine, or a lawnmower.
I just am waiting for the Pokemon that's literally just a plate of food. I'm waiting for that. I'm sure it probably
exists.
That's going to be the next one. And wait for a follow-up video where we come up with awesome ideas for a plate of food. Name Pokemon.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
I would look forward to that.
But anyways, Jigglypuff, the back of her cards. Back onto the balloon Pokemon. It says on the back of her, when its huge eyes light up, it sings a mysteriously soothing melody that lulls its enemies to sleep.
And we got 2 more to read. I'll read Charizard here, and you can read
Pikachu.
Read the mascot there. So Charizard is described as a flame Pokemon. He spits that hot fire. Spits fire that is hot enough to melt boulders. Wow. And he is known to cause forest fires unintentionally. So, with that being said,
Smokey the bear would hate him.
Smokey does not like Charizard because, only you can prevent forest fires.
But then that begs the question, is Usurang Smokey the Bear?
Doubt it.
I mean, that's for you to decide.
So what's our mascot here, Pikachu?
So Pikachu is considered a mouse Pokemon, to all those who don't know that. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity could build and cause lightning storms.
I think very cool.
That's not bad.
So before we get into what we are going to be opening for y'all today, we have a special treat. Prior to that, we have
that was part of the treat.
Oh, that was
sprinkles before you get to the vanilla-ish.
Yes, that was the appetizer, if you will. So for our main course, Tallulah here is going to be showcasing her collection of some very old and very rare Pokemon cards, some of which are from the original base set.
Some, almost all.
So I'm excited for her to show you this.
And let's be honest here, before anybody starts freaking out and thinking about robbing me for these cards are in the worst condition you could possibly ask for. I mean, these cards, granted, are very rare, very expensive, very beautiful cards, are probably worth about a nickel. Card I've got to show you today is part of the Fossil series. Back then, I'm gonna
nice little Lapras here.
You can see
foil.
Yep, got a nice little sheen to it. And right down here, you can note in the corner that is the Fossil symbol, as evident of the little weird
hand thing. Is that a foot or
I don't know.
Hand? I don't know.
It's a skeletonal thing. Well, no,
there we go.
Okay. Something else I want to bring to the table here. You'll note up at the top, giant hands, only 80 HP, and it's kind of insane. You can't really use these cards anymore, especially with the newer sets coming out. It'll just get absolutely wrecked, absolutely demolished. I mean, look here, its best attack is Water Gun, and if you can read here, it's 10 damage plus energy that's attached to Lapras. But if you read down there in the fine print, it does say energy attached to Lapras, but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. You can't add more than 20 damage in this way. So it kind of limits you in what you can and can't do. So you could only do about 30 damage worth per turn in this card. It's a lot different from the GX cards.
Oh yeah, it's very, very different.
Very different. You can kill somebody with a 200 point knock kill. it's sufficient to say I don't use these cards in everyday play anymore. Now, there is only one card from old sets that I use anymore, and that is Mischievous.
Yes, because Mischievous has Perish Song, which is a very good move.
Perish Song only when it's coupled with Night Eye, or Night Eye's Perish Song. Yeah. One puts you to sleep and the other one is an instant knockout. So and it does still have a very low HP. I believe it's 80.
Yeah, it is lower.
But it is one of the only cards that I still use in my decks today. And I use it very,
sporadically.
Yes, and I very carefully matched.
So our next one is from the very rare Jungle set. And we have a foil Venomoth. And you can see by the jungle symbol right there that it is, in fact, from that set. Not the most valuable card from the jungle set, but still it is up there, and it is a beautiful card. Love the artwork, love the foiling.
Just how cute he is.
Just look at those big old eyes. Very, very cute.
You give him a hug. Now you notice on here, now I'm not going to do this with every card because again, I'm sure you want to get to us opening up the packs here soon, but I just want to note on this one, the Pokemon Power Shift. Now, this is around the time that they really started doing a lot of these, like Pokemon powers. Because first set did not really have a lot of those.
They're like abilities.
Yeah, and I like how they still carry it with it today. A lot of Pokemon you can find now still have abilities. But just kind of notice that. And then again, its big attack is only worth 10 damage, and its HP is 70.
Yeah,
so that's
not the best.
Not great. I'm just going to kind of run through these next ones. They're not super exciting, but they're just something fun, something I've had my entire life that I've held on to. Now here we've got a little...
Look at that. It's
fun.
I believe that is the Japanese Golbat there.
Yep. I can't read a single word except for HP 60 and the numbers.
Yep.
And
but that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Actually, at the bottom, too... Oh, jeez. You can even see in English who the illustrator was.
Yeah.
So that is the only other.
So the artist there is Kagemaru Himono.
Yep. Everything else, please correct me if I'm wrong, but is that kanji? Am I incorrect?
I believe that it's either kanji or hiragana or katakana.
Okay.
It's one of the three. I actually never have studied the language. It's in its writing form, but have studied the language in speaking form. So I would not be able to tell you which one that is. If those watching can tell us which writing form that is, I would appreciate it. That'd be awesome.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, definitely.
Next one I have here is actually, I think this one's pretty fun. You'll see here it is a Jigglypuff, but you'll be confused because it is Das German Jigglypuff.
Yes, it is a Pummelomoth.
And I'm not going to offend any German people by attempting to pronounce any of these words.
But kind of...
Other than Pokemon.
But what about this right here? Pfund. That's kind of funny.
And it's not HP, it's KP.
Oh.
So that's a little something different
that is
there,
different.
too.
I never noticed that about the German
either.
cards. That's cool.
So that's something a little fun. That's something...
Now, the next card, I actually really like this next card. I remember receiving it when I saw the movie in theater, but we've got a foil NC card, and it's not in the best condition.
No, it's in terrible condition.
You know, right there.
Again, nobody come to my house and rob me. You'll get away with about $4 worth of cards.
But I do remember receiving this card when I saw it in theater. Do you?
I did. Hence the promo tag at the bottom corner there. But yes, I went and saw this in theaters and very, very excited to receive this card. Pretty much if you played this card on the playground, you were the coolest kid in school.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, definitely a fan of that one. Yep.
And now this next card coming up, I'm super fascinated by because the foiling.
I'm going to take it out of its sleeve just so you can see how much of this card actually is foil.
I've never seen any other cards like this.
It is 100%
like
complete edge to edge foil. I mean, edge to edge everywhere. There is not one speck on this card except for maybe the back that is not foiled.
Yeah, I just thought that card was very interesting because I've never seen any others like it that have that style.
In fact, I think this is the only one in my deck. I have a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a swear jar here? So that's just something fun.
Yeah, that one's kind of fun. I do enjoy that one. But this next one that we have, I enjoy very heavily. It's from the Team Rocket set, and you'll see here, it is a dark Magneton. And I'm a huge fan of this because there's like a really cool swirl, like right there. You got a creepy Team Rocket guy there smiling, got the R there on his shirt. And I love the foiling on this card. It's just so beautiful, so pretty. It's a gorgeous card.
Well, not only that, just the colors too.
Oh, yeah.
Like I like the attention to detail that you can see on the magnets here. One side's red, the other side's purple, and just even there's a little blue rim around their white eyes.
It's just super detailed.
I love it. Very detailed, especially for being such an older card. And it's just very gorgeous.
It's not the best in terms of a competitive aspect.
Oh, God, no.
It is a beautiful looking card.
Magnetic Lines only does 30 damage, and his HP is only 60. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Team Rocket set. A lot of really cool art.
Yeah. I have a fair share of them, actually.
And we got another card from the Fossil set, and it is a holographic Muck. And it's just a cool looking card. I like the foiling on the orange swirls in the background. It's very, very nice. It's kind of simplistic, if you want to say.
He almost looks like he's like trying to give you a high five or something.
Yeah, he's just like, come on, give me some skin, bro.
Yeah, he's really cool. A note down here again, Sludge, you need 3
energies.
Green energy, or leaf energy, for only 30 damage, and that HP is only 70. So really, it's just not a great idea to play with these cards unless your opponent also only exclusively has old cards. Now
we're getting into the big boys here. These cards are more rare.
Again, they're complete crap.
In terms of condition, maybe not quite there, but they're still really awesome. We got Dark Dragonite here.
Another Rocket.
From Team Rocket set. But,
also holographic, little foil, little sheen to him.
Yeah, I like him. But again, just look at that stark contrast. Look at that HP. 70 HP, 4 energy for 70 damage.
Yes, but it is sort of rare, actually, to have a damage be the same as the HP. But if you read in the fine print, there is a bit of a caveat or two. If you get tails when you flip a coin, it does nothing. So, absolutely nothing.
A bit of a bummer.
It's a huge bummer. And it does, and again, it does have that ability.
Yes.
So that was.
So let's move on to the next card here.
Now this one here, is also a promo card. I received this card. I was, 5th or 6th grade. I don't even remember how old I was when the movie came out. But I received this actually, throwing it way, way, way back. In elementary school, they handed this out to a bunch of us kids in elementary school. And I don't even remember why. I think it was just
for funsies?
Just for funsies. Yeah. So some guy came to our elementary school.
Just passed out
Pokemon cards. And we got Eevees. So you'll see down there the promo. I didn't get it at the theater. That was the weird part. It was at my school. But again, note the HP is only 50, which is very appalling.
That is very low.
Awful. So that little guy there. And then on the other end of the spectrum here, we got my little friend Mewtwo.
And that is from the original base set. It is a foil Mewtwo. And it's in decent condition enough.
Maybe worth $3.
Yeah, I mean, the edges aren't in the best condition. But still, it's a really cool card. Love the foiling on it. And you gotta love that he's surrounded by that red kind of hue.
Oh, yeah. it's really an interesting sort of shade around him too, because it's kind of a nice contrast. One between like the dark swirls you see up here, but also I don't know if it's meant to look like he's on some sort of a crosswalk or something, but the white stripes.
Just how like the foiling is, it almost looks like he's on a crosswalk. Yeah. You're right.
So it's really interesting, and I kind of like the direction that they ran with this.
Yeah, me too. Big fan of Mewtwo. Yeah. Very good Pokemon. Big fan.
Again, his HP, just awful. It's only at 60.
And we got a couple more to go through.
A couple. Now, this is one I am actually particularly very proud of. It is a pre-release Dark Rocket card, and you'll see it.
It is a Dark Gyarados. Yeah.
Pre-release Rocket, and it does have a foil to it. It's not really coming up super great on the camera here, but it does have a bit of a foil.
Yeah. I like that artwork.
I do too.
I just like I said prior, like the Rocket cards just have some of the best art, in my opinion.
They have really great sort of like background colors too, because not only does the coloring of the Pokemon itself, it's like really nice dark watercolor look to it, but I just love the backgrounds of it because you kind of have this nice little dark sequin looking feel to it. I
definitely see what you're saying.
And it just gives it a whole nother depth, I think. It just adds almost like a 3D element to it, in my opinion. So, and I really just love this card. It's very, very beautiful. And then again, it has a ability on there. So that is my
The next one, we have a foil Flareon, actually. And I'm not sure what set this is from.
I don't know either.
I don't recall what that symbol's from.
If anybody knows, leave it in the comments, please.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that set symbol. So, like Tallulah said, if anyone knows what set symbol that is, let us know. But I really like the Flareon because it's got like that rainbow in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, you see over here, there's like some purples and blues sort of mixed together. And then it sort of meets with the green and then like an orange and red. And then again, with the foil, you can see there's like some really pretty like sequins in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's just, you could just stare at this card and just mess with it. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. Very pretty to look at. And I'm a big, big supporter of all of the evolutions.
Absolutely. And the line work on this.
Oh, yeah. It's very nice and dark and just crisp. Really detailed.
It's crisp.
Love it. Love it.
Now, these next two are going to be super familiar, especially to people who are avid collectors of the old series.
Definitely. And they are from the original base set here. First, we have a holographic Blastoise from the original base set.
Yep. You'll note here that his HP is the highest of anything we've seen so far, sitting pretty at a nice 100, which would still get dominated in today's game.
But he does have an ability, which is really cool.
It's called Pokemon Power Rain Dance. As often as you like during your turn before your attack, you may attach one water energy card to one of your water Pokemon.
That's really good. Yeah, that's a very good ability.
This power can't be used if Blastoise is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. It's the only downside.
Still, though, very cool.
Only 3 water energies to use a 40-plus attack. And again, this is one of those... Never understood it, still don't understand it to this day. Energy attached to Blastoise, but not used to pay for this attack's energy costs. Energy after the second doesn't count. So that one is actually worded a little different than the one we saw earlier.
That's worded kind of funny, too.
Yeah.
But, just love that art.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Love the foiling. There's a reason why Blastoise is one of the more coveted cards, for sure.
It just it's almost like a psychedelic sort of background too, because you see very the blues and the greens kind of like swirling together.
Very, very
and
trippy.
When you kind of move it, it almost looks yellow when you move the foil around.
Oh yeah.
So
it almost looks like the Aurora Borealis.
A little bit. Now this one.
This should also be familiar. We got a kind of a theme going here. We've got another starter Final Evolution Pokemon to showcase here. We've got a foil Venusaur from the original base set.
Now, I just love his little derpy face. Well, I mean, it's not little. I guess it's a big.
Yeah, he's one of my all-time favorite arts from the original base set, because just look at that face.
He's so cute.
Look at that face. He's all big old Venusaur.
Real fatty patty. I just want to stick my head right in his mouth. I mean, I hope he wouldn't eat me, but I mean, I just want to stick my head in his mouth. And he just looks so cute.
He is cute. I love him.
He's so sweet. But yeah, you see in the background again, you've got like these nice blues and greens with really, really beautiful sort of indented in there, the stars, and it's just gorgeous.
I like his kind of like white outline. That's the foiling. Yeah. Very cool.
I agree. Again, we got 100 HP. We got a Pokemon power. And he knows Solar Beam. So, yeah. He's resistant to fire, which we all knew. And then this last one...
You mean weak to fire?
Wow. Yeah. My brain. He is resistant to nothing.
Yes.
Let's look at that again. Sorry. This next one.
But the last one here is probably, I would say, one of the most rarest Pokemon cards from the original base set. And if I'm not mistaken, it's your favorite, right?
It is actually my absolute favorite Pokemon ever. And that includes every single generation. And then that would be this little pretty little lady here, Chansey.
Yep,
now just look.
Holographic Chansey.
And highest HP out of any of them that we've seen today. Higher than Venusaur, higher than Blastoise. And look at that. Look at that. 4 energies.
80 damage.
It does 80 damage to itself, which is why it has such a high HP to begin with. And it attacks at 80 damage. And then it has this one called Scrunch, which is really just an odd word to use on a Pokemon card.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna scrunch.
I mean, when I hear the word scrunch, I think of, something to put my hair up in, all girls scrunchies. But you could just see how
look at that
beautiful
face.
She
look at
is.
That face.
That is a face that would gladly slap the living shit out of Meowth. And
that's one of my favorite scenes.
Which is why she's my favorite Pokemon. And if anybody has about an hour to kill, just Google Chansey slapping Meowth for an hour, and you'll just, it's
a good time. It's a really good time. It honestly is.
But again, you can see in the background, you've got these really beautiful stars around her that really have this nice sheen, almost rainbow sheen to it when you move it around. Again, holographic and foil, that's what they do. But my absolute favorite. So